$WARD $ nigga. NAYIMED.
Welcome to my channel. My name is Nayim. I am your host. And today, why does Neiman Marcus hate rappers? You know, you think about music and you think about the intersection with music and fashion, and it comes to no surprise to most people that a lot of these luxury brands, a lot of these luxury fashion houses, a lot of these anything that's like a brand that turned into a store or a store that sells luxury items, i.e. Neiman Marcus, the Presidential, all type of places, and maybe even brands that have stores like Tommy Hilfiger, or just any store when you go to any luxury place or place that sells luxury brands, right? These people don't really like rappers. They don't like what rappers represent. They don't like what rappers do. They don't like anything that comes with the rappers, but the rappers always seem to get them free promotion. Whether we go back in the day where we talk about how Timberland wasn't really feeling the image of the rappers, and people say, oh, that was made up. No, it wasn't. Tommy Hilfiger saying that they didn't really like rappers wearing their clothes and all of that stuff. The Michael Mirries and just all these other type of people as far as like recent examples. And it doesn't just stay with clothes. They do it with other brands. Like Cristal did not want rappers flashing and doing their stuff, you know. But we can't ignore the fact that rappers have turned up these luxury brands. When you talk about and you're looking at a place like Neiman Marcus, we know that whatever a rapper say, people are gonna follow it. And people is not just young black people, it's young white people, it's young Asian people, it's anybody that has a pulse, that is into the culture. And into doesn't necessarily mean they're a part of it. It's just that they like it, or they are a part of it, or this is what my favorite rapper said, so this is where I'm gonna go. Neiman Marcus is a place just like Barney's. It's a luxury department store. You can go in there and you can buy Gucci. You can go in there and buy Louis Vuitton. You can go in there and buy anything that, what is it? I mean, you know, name a brand, pick a brand, name a brand. They sell it at Neiman Marcus. What happened with Neiman Marcus? Neiman Marcus said that they only want a certain type of person and a certain type of image shopping at their store. That ain't really no shock and no surprise. I feel like most people really want that. They said they were getting rid of their discount section or their clearance section or whatever they call it. I don't know what they call it there. I don't go there. But they are going to get rid of it because they feel like it's hurting the brand. They feel like it's bringing a certain type of customer into their store, and they don't want that. This is absolutely the fault of the rapper, because if it was not for the rapper, Neiman Marcus still would have been a thing. If you live in a major city, like a big city or near one, the likelihood of there being a Neiman Marcus somewhere near you is very, very high. You know, it's not like Neiman Marcus is just secluded to one area in one place, or Neiman Marcus is just some, you know, you can only get this here type of thing. Like, no, if you live somewhere where there's a lot of people and a lot of money, or a lot of people with money, and it doesn't have to be entertainers, it can be just a high income area, there is going to be a Neiman Marcus somewhere near you. So how do you think that, not how do you think, but you knew that eventually this day was going to come. You knew that when a rapper says, I got my clothes, whatever, I don't know. I don't have no rap lines for this. Actually, I do. I got a young Dolph line in mind where he says $7,000 coat on, or some shit like that. I got a whole playlist that's just songs about expensive coats. This ain't what this is about. I'm just saying that when you have people shouting out certain things in songs, bringing to attention their favorite brands, or putting that shit on and all of that shit, or you see something on Instagram that you like, or you saw a belt that a nigga like, and you know, them Chicago niggas out there, they was the ones that put that belt shit on the map, where $300 for a belt somehow became logical in some type of sense. But when you have these kind of people doing this type of thing, it's not just one person, it's the whole thing. Before that was popularized, and I'm saying before this was popularized, regular people that had affluence, and I'm saying that had affluence, they had the money, and they came from a certain type of a lifestyle, they was going in there buying that. They was going in there doing that. I said before that when you put the clothes on and stuff, that represents a certain type of person from a certain type of lifestyle. So if you was over here and you was a doctor making, or a plastic surgeon, I'll be real specific about it. If you was a plastic surgeon making $6 million a year off of your plastic surgeries, you might be the person shopping at Neiman Marcus, because when you go out and y'all go to y'all parties, you put that Neiman Marcus on, and it represented something that was bigger than, like, not bigger, but it represents a certain type of lifestyle. When you went in there, if you shopped in there, you would take your girlfriend there. You wouldn't take your girlfriend, even though Macy's is really like regular people. It's like a regular people's type of Neiman Marcus, but you wouldn't take your girlfriend to Macy's. You would take your girlfriend to Neiman Marcus. You would take your wife go shopping at Neiman Marcus to get Louis Vuitton and Prada and Chanel and Moschino and all this other shit that people like, right? You take your wife there. Your wife doesn't go get her clothes from Target because it represents a certain type of lifestyle. But now that everybody has access to coming, you gotta be, let's be for real, people don't like sharing their space with other people. So people who can actually afford, because being able to go to a store and spend $300 to $50 on a belt, but you live in the projects, that's not being able to afford to go to that store. That's just actually kind of stupid. But these people don't represent the culture of these stores. And not only that they don't represent the culture of these stores, they don't represent the demographic of people that the people who shop there want to be there. A bitch or a housewife or whatever the fuck, right? Like a person who is shopping at Neiman Marcus on a regular, and this is where they get their clothes from, and this is where they get their bags from, and this is where they get their shoes from, and their accessories from. They're not trying to see somebody trying to imitate their favorite rapper in their space. That's just the truth. You can feel how you want to feel about it, but this is how these people feel about rap, how rap culture has infiltrated, and they feel like it's being destroyed. So what does Neiman Marcus CEO do? Okay, well, we can't say people can't come here and shop, because if you come in and spending money with us, we're going to be okay with that. If you're coming and spending money with us, we're not going to say no to your money, but we can make it a little bit harder so we can satisfy the people who are our constant customer base. See, a regular person might go to Neiman, a regular person might not even really go to Neiman Marcus, but a regular person trying to emulate a rapper might go to Neiman Marcus maybe twice a year. And I'm being generous with that, because it's probably once. And they'll hold on to that bag and those boxes for dear life, right? But they might only come to Neiman Marcus once or twice a year, opposed to the person who's in there every month, opposed to the person that's in there every 2 months, opposed to the person going in there and spending $20,000 at a time. See, they want the rappers to go, because the rappers are going to spend money in a buku amount. They're going to come in there and drop $50,000, $100,000, $30,000, $15,000 on something that they're only going to wear once, because they don't want people to see. But you going in there and buying socks and a t-shirt and spending $300 for a pair of socks and a t-shirt, they can afford to lose your business. I'm going to be for real. They can afford to lose your business. It doesn't matter. They don't care. And that's only to satisfy those people that's coming in there and spending them thousands. So this is why he's starting to do this. If we clear this clearance section out, we have eliminated a bunch of people who can't come in here. Or if they came here twice a year, it might get chopped down to once a year. This is why they're doing that. And it's going to continue. Plenty of stores do this. Plenty of places don't even have clearance. They never have sales. Stuff like Louis Vuitton never goes on sale. Gucci never goes on sale. Chanel never goes on sale. The body wash is like $50, $60 if you want the body wash. I only know because I like that smell of that particular body wash. They will never have a sale. Point blank, period. So this is why Neiman Marcus, the CEO, they hate rappers. So Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Nayim. I will holler at you.
Nayimedward $, nigga. Nayime.